The original godfather of hip-hop just made a move that has the entire culture in a frenzy. So stop everything you're doing. Rake, the Rake. Indeed. Rap cadence was revolutionized by this man. The blueprint. The one with all the finest MCs, including Nasbos and Kendrick. He just said something so decisive and strong. According to ad enthusiasts, this could be the official handover of the crown. In a confidential video that Rake remarked, "If y'all are asking who's carrying this thing, right now it's Nits Kendrick, point blank. He's the one," while being washed, glancing directly into the camera. Yes, Rake had just anointed Kendrick the true GOAT without mentioning Drake. Isn't just an opinion, so let that settle. Is coming from a man whose name is actually inscribed on the foundation of hip-hop in gold letters. You're in for another surprise if you believe that the internet simply sat back and did nothing. Because the true ones listen to Rake when he talks. This one incident simply rocked the industry. Now, the issue is, will Drake return the clap, or was it the last straw? You must comprehend the significance of Drake's voice in this culture. In order to appreciate how momentous his crowning of Kendrick Lamar is, it's more than just a cosign. This is a moment that has been building for 30 years. Let's go back a long way. Rakim made his debut with Eric B. and Rakim in the 1980s. The man did more than just rap. You know, rap was transformed by him. Flows were basic, bouncy, and stiff prior to Rake. Next, Rake arrived with multi-syllabic bars, internal rhyme systems, and a voice so silky it seemed like God speaking through vinyl. He said, "I'm not kidding. Used to let the microphone smoke." His name has remained the standard ever since. Therefore, the game listens to Rake when he talks rather than arguing. As we move forward to 2025, hip-hop is at war. Two giants are engaged in a wide-open game. Kendrick, the poetic swordsman, and Drake, the world's dominant force. Drake dominates the charts, memes, and hits. However, Kendrick possesses the soul, the bold ink, the message. This year, their rivalry erupted. You all understand what I mean? Not that we weren't a freaking movement, not only a disc, a dot. Kendrick emerged from the darkness, dropped bars that caused the globe to pause and blaze through the business. Hip-hop veterans began to weigh in, with Chuck D stating that Kendrick reminded him of his early Public Enemy days. People began muttering, "Yo, is he the real GOAT?" Now, has Drake finally been knocked off the throne? And y'all, it wasn't just whispers. You don't get to pimp a butterfly or a good kid. Black Thought referred to him as a living weapon. Lauryn Hill arrived at his show and gave him a hug akin to a son returning home. But even then, one voice had remained silent. Remain till now. You can bet that Kendrick Lamar felt the weight of that silence because, well, he's never been about fame or power. This man studied Rake, his entire cadence, control, and breathwork. Kendrick's even stated in previous interviews that Rake made, "Me slow down and master my words. Mad City paid in full without comprehending. His records taught me how to manage my breath. That's not just respect, that's reverence." And over the years, Kendrick has paid quiet homage. In 2013, he opened a show with Rake's voice playing through the speakers. In 2016, he name-dropped Rake in his Grammy acceptance speech. In 2020, he posted a throwback pic of Rake with the caption, "We're still catching up." Rake calling Kendrick the real GOAT wasn't a random moment. It was the torch being passed at last. However, this is where things get really intense. According to insiders, Rake didn't just say that on the spur of the moment. There will be a private sit-down interview later this year, one that was secretly filmed with a few original artists. The leaked clip wasn't supposed to be released, but someone close to the production couldn't keep quiet. Rake didn't hesitate. He told a blogger after watching the video, saying that Kendrick embodies everything hip-hop was created for, calling him a warrior poet and a voice of his people. He said that Drake was talented, but that one line about Kendrick being timeless has been trending for hours. Drake fans are upset, accusing Rake of being biased and claiming that his entire style is out of date. But the truth is that even they know. If Rake calls you GOAT, the culture is changing. Instead of gloating, posting a tweet, or even reacting. Kendrick was spotted last night in Compton with his crew, wearing a black hoodie that read "Ascended." That's it. It's one word, one message. Therefore, the question is no longer, is Kendrick better than Drake? It's this. If the creator of poetic greatness declares that Kendrick is the rightful owner of the crown, then who is left to the internet hadn't even finished processing Rake's GOAT crowning of Kendrick Lamar when Drake's team came out, swinging Nan by swinging. Firing shots from every direction just 2 hours after the video of Rake calling Kendrick. And Kendrick didn't just earn Rake's respect, inherited a legacy. And just as Rake once stood alone at the top, microphone in hand, reshaping the genre, now it's Kendrick's turn. Respect to the OGs, but some of them aren't watching the numbers. Was the first tweet from Drake's longtime friend and OVO engineer, 40, which went viral. OVO insiders revealed what they are referring to as the true reality behind Kendrick's rise and trust. Statistics don't lie, but loyalty is fantastic. Oh, the full force of passive aggression is here. And it didn't end there. Drake's unofficial spokesperson, DJ Economics, launched into a full-fledged tirade on Twitch. Kendrick dropped like a ghost and returned enraged. That's not GOAT behavior. It's emo. Emo scholars essentially said that Kendrick's bars are therapy sessions and that real GOATs stay on top with consistent thoughts and global dominance. He concluded the stream by saying, "You guys are really out here worshiping a verse from All Right Tyke. It's the second coming," while ignoring the fact that Drake went south for no one in the same year. Some fiercely defended Kendrick, saying, "We want growth, message, and an emotion. We don't want another Tui slide." Others supported Drake, saying Kendrick can rap circles. Sure, but who's playing his songs at the club or in the car daily? That's Drake. However, the leak was what? Really set things on fire, and yes, another leak came to an end. The leak revealed that Kendrick's early distribution deal with Top Dog Entertainment was not approved by Dr. Dre Buttruther, was initially facilitated by a marketing deal funded by none other than, wait for it, Jimmy Iovine. The contact at Universal Music Group sent a series of screenshots to a small but infamous hip-hop blog. And these weren't just any receipts. Instead, they were contract documents from 2011. Hold on. If this document is authentic, which is a big if, it suggests that Kendrick's ascent to lyrical fame may have been partially planned behind the scenes with assistance from the same execs who built Eminem and 50 Cent. The blog that released it, hiphopuncover.net, they even added a little zing by stating, "This isn't about talent." This isn't about talent, the blog said. Although Kendrick is awesome, the myth may have been a marketing strategy all along, according to Rake's story. Fans went crazy. According to some, is the Drake camp's frantic attempt to limit the damage. Wait a minute. If Kendrick's image was staged by the industry, what else has been staged? Others asked before the audio tapes shown, according to an old audio tape reportedly from a 2015 roundtable conversation at a label office. Kendrick's PR staff states that they can bridge the older demo and attract the purest audience by focusing on Rake parallels. It lends him credibility without competing on streams against Drake. Are we hearing this correctly, everyone? A direct tactic to portray Kendrick as Rake's heir years before Rake had publicly co-signed him? Fans of Kendrick are now in a frenzy. The story may have been constructed using blueprints and Drake supporters, not because the bars are phony or anyone is questioning his writing. They're having a 4th of July celebration. Titles such as The Rake Lie Exposed, Kendrick is a PR baby goat manufactured flooded Twitter But hold on, because Kendrick's team gave a forceful retort. Punch from TDE, whose "Let's Talk Facts" wrote the person who has been with Kendrick since day one. None wrote those verses. No put that pain in his voice. Y'all are trying to rewrite history because your fave is scared to write a verse. Spotify profile was updated once more, featuring a brand new banner image of a man sitting on a broken throne with fire behind him. There was no caption or explanation, but fans understood exactly what it meant. Rake crowns Kendrick, Drake's camp leaks receipts, implying that his lyrical GOAT status was prearranged years in advance. And Kendrick's team responds with symbolism and perhaps a new song in the works. But wait, we haven't even reached the real twist yet, because tomorrow Rake is scheduled to appear live on a hip-hop panel. And he is rumored to be aware of the leaks and prepared to speak. What will he say? Fans, bloggers, artists, and even label executives were all watching Rake live on a surprise panel hosted by the Real Mic Check podcast. The panel was supposed to be a quiet discussion about hip-hop history, but when the hosts dared to ask about the leaked Kendrick clip, Rake didn't bat an eye. He leaned forward, looked directly into the camera, and said, "Yeah, I said what I said in the calmest voice ever. Kendrick is the one. Doesn't anyone write like him?" For a period. Boom. No hesitation, no back pedalling.ing. But it didn't stop there, because just when everyone thought he was going to shut the haters down and move on, he dropped a bomb. Rake said, "You know what? Let's have a serious conversation. I was approached by a TDE representative back in 2015, and they wanted me to perform with Kendrick on XXL. I declined. Not because of Kendrick, but because I don't do the politics. I wanted the art to speak." Wait, what? So he knew about the branding push and chose to stay out of it until now, but that's not even the wildest part. Rake then said something so jaw-dropping that the podcast had to cut to commercial for a full 5 minutes. That clip, you guys, wasn't even then. Full story. There's another cut of that interview where I said Kendrick's fighting against the machine. Not with it, but that part was removed when the podcast cut to commercial. We now have a completely different twist. The leaked clip was an edit, not the whole truth. Rake claimed that Kendrick is the GOAT because he refused to fall into the trap set by the industry, not because he leaned into it. And guess who is accused of selectively editing the footage to create drama? A well-known marketing firm that collaborates with the Get This Strikes team. Yes, a whistleblower on Threads posted under the name Atropin Turns and Cut claims that the interview Rake gave was Slice.d. The whistleblower claims that in the real version, Rake praised Kendrick for surviving the narrative rather than writing it, saying that the industry tried to make him into a clone, but he broke out, which is why he is respected. In other words, what was supposed to be a takedown of Kendrick just went completely wrong, leaving Drake's camp in disarray. Their narrative crumbling under pressure and social media going crazy with a fake Twitter thread trending #1. At Bars Before Charts, Kendrick is the GOAT for surviving this industry sabotage. TikTok reactions. Creators reenacting Kendrick throwing an imaginary mic and walking off in slow motion. Side-by-side videos of Rake and Kendrick with captions like "Legacy Secured." Reaction videos with over 1 million views in 2 hours. And even Nas jumped in on Instagram, posting a black square with a crown emoji, then tagged at Rakim and Kendrick Lamar. No caption, just respect. But this is where things got dangerously real. One of Drake's former ghostwriters, a Quentin Miller type figure, posted a mysterious message on his story that read, "You can't hide behind algorithms for long." The pen tells the truth. Someone from OVO going to reveal more information. Kendrick was singled out by label executives, misrepresented by edited footage, and still emerged victorious. Then the pioneer himself crowned him. That's not just survival, that's undeniable reign. And while Kendrick remained silent, there was one unsettling event that led everyone to believe he was going to respond with music. Spotify glitched. Yes, for real. For roughly 15 minutes, Kendrick's discography went dark, then reappeared with the playlist, The Reckoning, pending. Fans are going crazy because there were no songs, just the playlist title. And some people think he's planning to release an entire EP based on this story. And now that Rakim's entire message is out, it's evident that Kendrick wasn't crowned because he played the game Buttruther, because he beat it. Hugh, as a result. The industry reacted in unexpected ways after Rake's unvarnished and unfiltered live clapback cleared the air, and Loki destroyed the narrative Drake's camp attempted to plant. "Dude, I told y'all back when Damn dropped that boy, Kendrick ain't just rapping," said Snoop Dogg, who wasted no time in weighing in. He then went live on Instagram and continued to puff away as usual. He provided testimony. It's the Godfather. Rake shouted, "Sealed, baby, sealed." Fans noticed a whiteboard in the background of Snoop's live, and guess what was written there? The KLXSD tune. J. Cole E., who has been quiet lately, posted a cryptic tweet that read, "Y'all finally catching up." With no tag or emoji, just that one line, but fans immediately connected it to the GOAT debate and rock statement. If you thought, it couldn't get any more legendary. Wait, Jay-Z's ROC Nation account posted a picture of Kendrick side by side with Rake, with the caption, "Y'all finally catching up." Very few people are able to transform language into legacy. It only required that. The streets of hip-hop were overrun with reaction videos, TikToks, TikToks, and thought pieces with titles like, "Kendrick isn't the next Rake. He's the evolution. Drake fumbled the crown." The day hip-hop got recentered and Drake went silent. He didn't tweet, share a story, or use a mysterious owl. MMOG, just. The loss was not taken lightly by his fans, though, as one prominent OVO stan account posted an entire diss thread accusing Kendrick of being too emotional to run the charts and hiding behind artsy rollout tricks. This only served to strengthen Kendrick supporters' fan accounts at Poetic Justice love posting, "You can't use Billboard as a shield forever." Kendrick won this with silence, soul, and resistance. That's royalty. Even Hip Hop DX, known for playing neutral, wrote, "If Drake was the algorithm, Kendrick is a bug in the algorithm." Let's just say that next year's hip hop. Drake, who has always been praised for his present, might be watching from the crowd, while Kendrick might be receiving the Ultimate Legacy Award. Rake just crowned the king's mistake. Deep. But wait, it gets spicier. A major bet producer who has worked on multiple hip-hop awards shows went to Threads and said the conversations were work happening behind the scenes after Rake's remarks. "When the throne is yours and you haven't even reached for it" is a popular sketch that depicts Kendrick walking quietly while everything around him burns. Let's talk about the people now. TikTok creators were on fire. Reddit fans began creating a timeline dubbed The Coronation, which is a comprehensive chronicle of occasions where Kendrick was subtly progressing towards this crowning. After another creative blended Rake's voice with Kendrick's The Hard Part 5 beat. Kendrick isn't just an artist, one user said, comparing his Control verse to his Pulitzer Prize moment to the present. He is the epitome of the long game. We're reprioritizing jank editorial placements, according to a leaked Slack screenshot from a big streaming provider. And that's pretty much at 7 record executives are reportedly concerned now. After Rake's video was released, engagements increased by 75%. Translation: Kendrick has regained his position as the industry leader, not just with respect, but with actual power. As for Drake, he's not done, according to insiders, and he's planning a world-shifting feature collaboration. Possibly with a Latin megastar, freshen his buzz and divert attention from the Rake wave. But will it work? Or is it too late? You can't stream your way out of that. Rake posted a rare follow-up video just as things were starting to cool down, with no caption, just him sitting silently while sporting a hoodie that said, "The real ones, no. You believed it to be over? Yes, the elusive, silent, bamboo flute-playing rap genius Andre 3000, whose words feel like scripture in hip-hop, went on a live jazz podcast with barely 3 decent subscribers and mid-con conversation about artistic evolution casually said, "Oh no." The fire just got petrol poured all over it because, out of nowhere, guess who decided to pop their head into this rap chaos? Andre 3000's decision to align himself with Rake and Kendrick changed everything. He's not just another rapper, he's the bar and the soul of lyricism. Kendrick's One of M reminds me of the time Rake refused to bend. Wait, what? The host froze. The chat exploded. The internet instantly clipped it. And if he believes that Kendrick is the one, then game, set, match. But here's the crazy part. A few hours after that clip appeared, a mysterious SoundCloud account called The Golden Chain appeared. There was no artist listed, no tags, no credits, just one audio file called RefM Intro. And when fans clicked, they saw a deep voice narration of Rake's own words that were sampled and recut over a haunting beat. The voice then states halfway through that the throne isn't inherited. When quiet speaks louder than sound, it's earned. Then a voice eerily similar to Kendrick's hums into the fade. Fans went feral. Subreddits are lit with theories. Is this Kendrick dropping a surprise project under an alias? Xander 3000 involved in curating it. Rake approved the use of his voice. Even more chilling, the SoundCloud bio said, "Only real ones decode legacy." And you know what? Inside, in a matter of hours, Drake deleted all of his Instagram posts. No owls, no captions, no clapback sand, according to purported insiders. He paused his next single, which was set to drop on Friday. Industry insiders claim that he is reassessing the climate. Translation: he is aware that the narrative is no longer his. Kendrick didn't name drop P, diss him, or a subtweet. Imply existed, and legends began referring to him as the future and the present. No disrespect is meant to any artist, but when you hear spirit and someone else's delivery, you salute it. Even Rake's crew said in a follow-up statement. That part. Fans are now simply waiting for Kendrick to speak, for Drake to finally say something, and to see if the golden chain is real. You can sense it as we sit in silence, don't you? This isn't just a beef, it's a changing of the guard. If Kendrick responds with music, the game shook. But what do you think? Is Kendrick really the GOAT now that Rake and Andre 3000 gave him the nod? Was a direct diss to Drake? Are fans just making connections between non-existent dots? And what's up with the golden flag? Time will be divided. Let's face it, wasn't just a moment. This is the kind of debate that breaks group chats, ends barbershop peace treaties, and has hip-hop heads pulling up old mixtapes for proof. While you're here, hit the like button. If you're riding with Kendrick, hit subscribe if you're watching the throne flip in real time. And turn on those notifications because we're going to be the first to break it if K. breathes near a beat. Rakim set, this is Star Hush, where legends are made, crowns are snatched, and history doesn't just repeat, it rhymes. Stay woke, stay loud, stay tuned, and until next time, the throne has been spoken for. And for #Kendrick the crowned #GOAT. Confirm the #golden chain theory because this isn't just the end of one. It's the beginning of something massive. And trust me, baby, if the golden chain project is real, Drake claps back in desperation.